Hello, happy Monday. I think we have made an error with my time management skills. So we have 10 minutes max before I gotta leg it out the house. I gotta be in town for 7:30. It's just past 6. That means I do have to jump in a cab in about 10 minutes. So I need to call it Uber in about 10 minutes. So I'm on my timer. 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. So 10 more episodes until we go offline for the mountains. And then I've got 3 weeks where we're offline. Like I said, I think during that time, especially the traveling either side where we're in Lima, the actual 10 days of the hike were offline. So there's no filming during that point, and I'm not even going to pre-record things to be drip fed out. I just want to stop, enjoy my time away, come back, pick up with the episodes when we get back. And what else? I'll probably be doing shorts and stuff when we're in Lima on the other side for a couple of days, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Honestly, it just reminded me about what happened earlier this year. After we got married, after we'd been over back to South Africa for a couple of weeks and come back and just started falling into this little kind of rut of a hole, and easy enough to start falling into this little self-fulfilling prophecy of bleh. I was so close to becoming one with the sofa. That's when we decided to join and sign up for High Rocks back in May this year. I still can't believe we did that this year. Lots happened this year already, considering. You're the fire horse, man. It has been firing and horsing and carrying on. I think it's putting these dates in the diary. It's very hard when you're doing this stuff by yourself and when you're building for yourself and when you don't have deadlines per se for things, because they can always be shifted, they can always be moved. There's this very interesting game that you almost have to play with yourself of this like push pull, where it's like setting hard rules but then also keeping them loose, where it's like scheduling yourself so you get shit done but then also giving yourself enough free time so that you can just do what you want. Like, it's this very crazy, crazy, crazy ebb and flow and push pull that I guess you're learning with all of this. And so much of it is literally coming down to, how do you enjoy operating as a creator, as a creative in this field? What are the things, like this that you can do that keep your anchor, that allow you enough freedom and flexibility within to continue, but enough of a parameter to keep you coming back and getting those reps in, especially when you are building portfolio side part of it. There definitely comes a point where you've hit that compound effect. Morning, Lincoln, come here. Oi, come say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come. Hello. This is Lincoln. Good morning. Mwah. Good morning. We just went for a quick walk. That's also why I only have 10 minutes. Blah. What did we do this weekend? We just absolutely chilled and did nothing, didn't we? Oh, it was hilarious. My husband and I went over into Shenzhen yesterday, actually, for a little massage and some R&R, rest and relaxation. Ow. I'm lying. Come sit. Come here. Come. You like sitting right now? Come. Tail. Just sit right there. You can sit. He only bonked it a little bit. Yes, I know, you're too cute, man. We went over one of these places. I think they're 24-hour places. I'm not sure about this one because the food did stop, but you check in. It's like a 5-story building, and the first floor had all the men and women changing rooms were separated. Knock it over, dude. It's gone back outside. But inside you had saunas, steam rooms, hot baths, cold baths, like all the different things. And then you got into the lift. You got all the way up to the 4th floor, excuse me. There was like buffets and dinings, and then they have all these like lazy boy lounges in lines in some areas, and then around the edges they have all these different rooms. And it was insane. We just grabbed one of these little private rooms out the back, and you can call the person and you've got the menu and they come and do your massage. We both had a massage, and then my husband had the cupping done and I had the gua sha done. Still got some little bruising on my back, and yeah, and then you can just kind of mosey around and sleep and chill. There's movies in these rooms that, you can have some food, go back, it was nice. We went out for a couple of hours, and then We got a taxi all the way back. It was like door-to-door VIP service. We live quite close to the border. But it's amazing to see the difference. Oh, excuse me. I am tired today. Whoa. As much as we had a relaxing weekend. It's amazing what a lack of sleep can do, hey? Even just a couple of nights. Even just a couple of nights. It's something I find myself saying more and more often again at the moment. It's like, I hope you're not losing your sense of humor. You know, and that's something that's been very big, especially for the two of us getting closer to this mountain trip, having done, you know, months where we've sort of had our head down, we've been in a routine, we've been doing a lot of work, we've been getting on new clients, we've been not fully enjoying the routine that we're in, but knowing that it's also a phase that we're moving out of. And I think this is, again, another one of those games that you have to play with yourself as you're doing this stuff, because it's not, again, this is very different from hustling. This is very different from hustling for an outcome, as opposed to getting yourself up and moving from a situation and drawing a line in the sand and going, I'm never coming back here again. There's very different things about, you know, having a phase of time where you're working yourself maybe more than you would like to in order to get to where you want to go. But again, I think there's a difference between, I don't know about you guys, but in my brain, the hustle, there's far too much forcefulness with it. And I feel like hustle has a lot of shoulds that are carried along with it. I think you get stuck hustling when you don't actually have the coaches or the mentors or the people around you that are keeping you pinned to your North Star and showing you the way that actually makes sense, that you know will compound into the right direction. I think it flips over into hustling when you just start feeling like you're running in place because you actually don't know what you're doing. You just assume that that is correct. And I think that's where so many of us get into trouble, is these assumptions that we bring into our work, into our business, into our life, that we don't challenge often enough, and then sometimes wonder why things aren't always going in our direction. And it's that visual of like swimming in place or flailing like a duck or getting stuck in those loops of busy being busy, where it's not actually moving the needle and it's not actually moving forward. And you wake up, you know, however many months down the line, and again, that goalpost's been pushed, and that's not in the same sense of a goalpost being, oh, I thought it would take 30 days, but actually it should take 3 years. That's more of a like, this doesn't end, because every time we get to the goalpost, there is an excuse or a reason or something in order to move it, which means there is no finish line. I think girlfriend said to me the other day, kind of nailed it on the head. It's like, no, but the reason is because we get it. We get that this life in Hong Kong, it doesn't let up. There is no end. It's how do you find your sanity within the game that is being played around you, if you have so chosen to stay in that particular environment. If you are not going to be removing yourself from that environment and going and playing a different game, you've got to then either accept the game that you're in and that you're playing, or change the rules and move out and create a new environment that you're operating within. I think that's been something that's very difficult, I think, for myself. Bigger, but for both of us, is like, it's interesting to see how much the environment dictates the games that you're playing as well. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure that'll make sense to somebody. Anyway, I think that's where a thought closed. I don't even know if this episode has a little thread, but I guess that's also part of the process with these, huh? Tea with Maja, Monday episode. 2 weeks left until we're going to the mountains. We're going to Peru. I'm so excited. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go to the gym, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And I am hoping that tomorrow morning I will make sure I have some more time to actually chat. But yeah, until then, have an amazing Monday. Speak to you tomorrow.